Hello, I'm going to show you another piece in my studio. This is one of my windows, and it's called Grey Garden. I recovered and painted this window after watching the documentary about Eddie and Edith Beale, the two recluses related to the Kennedys who lived in a mansion, a dilapidated mansion called Grey Garden. And I imagine her looking out of her window, just seeing nothing, and how her window was kind of the window to a prison. Anyway, I was greatly moved by that movie. So, as in all of my abstracts, it's not things aren't really so obvious. The things, yeah, the things that my ideas were I'm trying to express through my materials. First of all, I wanted on the exterior, and this is acrylic with spray paint done over and over so that it creates these sorts of effects. I don't know if it's really coming through on the video. And the chemicals in the spray paint and the acrylic created these layers and these really, really beautiful effects. On the side, you can see some of the staining effect that happened as the top layer dripped over, and I just love that. I love randomness. I love color and beauty that's created accidentally, almost. So this portion is quite accidental. Down here, some of these other things. Now, of course, all of it is affected, and I do think I will glaze this one more time to protect it. All of this is affected by cuts in the window pane that I made with one of my saws. The whole effect, or the idea, is that the Beales, especially Edith Beale, was hurt on the inside, and her interior space was tortured. And maybe this is symbolic of ritualistic cutting, which is something that people who are so tortured do. They hurt themselves. Kind of it's supposed to remind the viewer that their imprisonment was self-inflicted in many ways, and that that their cuts were deep, their wounds were deep, their emotional wounds were deep. In between the glass and the canvas that's behind it, and as in all of my paintings like this, this canvas can never be separated from the glass. It is bonded to the glass. So in between the canvas and the glass, I put cheesecloth, and that's to signify that there was a barrier, even a faint barrier, between these two ladies and the rest of the world at all times. There was a veil. There was a veil of illusion. There was a veil of mental illness. There was a veil of self-delusion, and a veil of delusion created by the world at all times. One of the reasons why I love using glass in my work is that no picture can ever be taken, and this is the upper left-hand corner, no picture can ever be taken without the viewer being reflected in the picture. So this work can never be photographed without the photographer's reflection being there. This also is symbolic of the Beales, how in their outlook, any attempt to get outside of their mansion, any attempt to look outside of their mansion, was affected by a reflection of sort. that any look outward was ultimately a look inward, and ultimately reflected their inner place. So I think this video is going to cut out. There's a lot more I could say about this. Oh, I'm not sure. It goes more than 5 minutes. That's cool. The colors reflect some of the darkness of the subject matter and also some of the lightness. They lived by the ocean. They had a window. That could view the ocean in the distance through some dead shrubbery and the death that's up front close to the house, and there's a little bit of life and light that's in the distance from the house. That's the idea I had there with that. Anyway, I hope this does justice to the memory of these two incredible characters. They are people who, in their inner turmoil and in their emotional life, have greatly affected me. I can relate strongly to their fear of the world. I can relate to their self-imprisonment. I can relate to their inability to get beyond their perceptions of the world, and I can relate to how negatively the world perceived them, and how their imprisonment was, in a way, self-inflicted, but also in a way hiding from the rest of the world. So this window has not been on display in the gallery yet. I'm not sure when I'm going to be ready just to let go of it. I'm getting close, but it may be available soon, and I hope it finds a place in a home that can understand it. Thank you.